What's up, beautiful family, beautiful tribe? Preston Smiles here from the fantastic, sunny, beautiful Gold Coast, Australia. I'm here leading a bridge workshop and traveling with my fantastic wife, Alexi. And I wanted to hop on today and have a conversation with you around, what's up, Parth. Hope I'm saying that right. What's up from Chicago? Chi-Town in the building. What's going on, family? Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, please leave a comment saying, yes, I can, or yes. Bangkok. You guys are all over the place. Arsenio. What's going on, family? Yeah. Beautiful. From Brisbane. Fantastic. Can you hear me is the question. Can you hear me and see me clearly? What's up from LA? I'm headed back there tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, Wednesday. Okay, fantastic. You can hear me. Beautiful. So what's up, guys? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to jump into? The first thing I want to talk about that it's been on my heart for a couple weeks now, and I just want to start with this, is this. A lot of people work out. They work out and they're eating paleo and vegan and all these different things, and all of it is perfect and fantastic. But I want to remind us all to work out because we love our bodies, not because we hate them. I want to remind us all to eat in a particular way because we love our vessels and not because we hate them, not because we want them to look like particular people. You see, a lot of us are unconsciously hating ourselves. A lot of us are walking around, all pumped up with huge muscles, and we're eating right, but it's not necessarily landing, and we don't feel that good because what's under all of it is this self-hatred. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not powerful enough. I'm not sexy enough. It's this worthiness conversation that's underlying the whole thing. So I want to remind you, work out because you love your body. Work out because you feel strong in your body, because you're grateful for your body. And not because you think you need to be skinnier or have bigger muscles or any of these things. I've been meeting a lot of people lately who have their lips injected, and sometimes I go to Gold's Gym in Venice Beach when I do go to the gym, which is like a couple times a year. And I see even some of the guys with like calf implants and things of this nature. And it's just so interesting to me that some of them, and this is not me coming down on anybody, but that some of them don't have an understanding that what's under all of that is a self-hatred. Because you have a picture in your mind of what you think it needs to be. This is what beautiful is, and I don't represent this. This is what strong looks like, and I don't look like that. And for some of you, your body types don't even support looking like that, but yet you starve yourselves and hurt yourself in order to look a particular way. And I understand this so well because for most of my life, and I know you guys can see, I'm pretty skinny. I'm really tall and I'm pretty skinny. And for me, growing up watching WWF and Hulk Hogan and The Ultimate Warrior and watching G.I. Joes and even basketball, a lot of the guys were really strong and big. And I'm going on 37 years old, guys, and I still weigh the same that I did when I was 16. That's tough. For most of that time, I didn't think I was good enough. I thought, I have skinny legs, no one's gonna love me. My wrists are so small that I'm not manly. I'm not like all the manly men. This was a conversation that I was having, and it was killing me. So for all of you, we all have something of this nature that we're dealing with. Okay, so I just want to get it off my chest. Now I can jump into some of your questions. How do you deal with toxic parents? No way you're 37, you look 25. That's because I actually love my life and I love my body. You deal with and be with toxic parents by understanding and taking your parents off the pedestal. Taking the cape off your parents that they're supposed to be right or perfect or better than what they're showing up as. You got exactly what you needed for you to dive into your love space and hold space for them. And if your parents are truly, really toxic and not, it doesn't serve you, then you distance yourself. You love them from afar. You love them from back here. So yes, you pick up their calls, but not all their calls. Yes, you go and have family dinners, but not all of them. And when you do, and this is the key, this is the thing that changed everything for me, you find them funny. One of the reasons why a lot of people have a hard time with their parents is because they are annoyed by them parents. The annoyed and the anxiety around their parents and the anger around their parents is because you believe that your parents should be something other than they are. I know this. I used to feel this way. I used to say, I wish that, I had a regular dad like everyone else, or I wish that, all of this stuff. Like, my dad's freaking awesome. Is he crazy? Yes. Is he bat crap crazy? Yes. But my dad's awesome. And the moment I found him funny and found it amusing was the moment that our relationship changed, because he also then felt that I wasn't judging him. Nobody got a manual on how to be parents or even how to be freaking human. So cut them some slack and distance yourself if you need to. All right, I'm going back to some of these questions. Okay. I had the same conversation and thoughts about my skinniness. Yes. King Nick said, I'm buff and muscular and I still have body image issues. Yes, this is what I'm talking about, guys. You can be whatever you are, but make sure it's from love, because you're creating a context that your way of being vibrates out in the world. And so if you're lifting weights and you're eating in a particular way because you don't like how you look and you think you need to look like everyone else, then that's a context. That's not the context of love. That's the context of scarcity, fear, lack, and limitation. And that creates your context. Who you be determines what shows up in your space. Dr. Wilbert, what was the biggest thing you learned from reading Conversations with God? For me, in Conversations with God, there's a line in there, and I made a video about this. He said, you cannot have what you want, but you may experience what you have. You cannot have what you want, but you may experience what you have. This, for me, was a game changer. I literally read that line, and I sat on it for like weeks and months. I was just like, whoa, hold on. Which goes back to context, right? You cannot have what you want, but you may experience who you're being. And in being who you're being, you're probably going to attract what you want, if that makes any sense. So you can, and here's a prime example, and I talked about this over the weekend. Some people have Ferraris, but they're not experiencing a Ferrari. They're experiencing, I need another Ferrari, and I need another house, and I need another this, and I need another that, because it's never enough, and they're slaves to their stuff. So they're not actually having what they're having. If that makes any sense. Love you guys. Love from Paris. I bought your book. I read it in 2 days. Amazing book. Amazing. Thank you, Olivia. Yes, safe boundaries around toxic people. Absolutely. I guess I just need to distance myself from my toxic dad. Yes, sometimes you need to do that. I didn't talk to my dad for like 2 years. And I love the crap out of him, and we're like best friends now. That's my homie. I love him so much. My parents are crazy too. What was the biggest thing you learned? Yep, just read that one. How to help people that are coming to you to give them advice without letting them drain your energy. Yes, Christina, and this is a big one. First of all, you have to believe that you are in charge of your energy, not them. And because you are in charge of your energy and not them, some people just like to complain, Christina. Some people just like to come and emotionally dump. They don't actually come for the advice. They come to dump their stuff on you. And so what I found is when that becomes a pattern, when certain people keep coming back, you keep giving them advice and then they go back to the same person, the person breaks their heart, cheats on them, does whatever happens, and then they come back and they want to cry about that thing again. For me, it's like, don't come to me. I'm not the space for that because you already know what to do. And so I distance myself. I say, no. We already talked about this. Come to me when you want to talk about something else. But that doesn't work anymore for me until you're ready to create action. Because you've created a context, back to context, the space, context. The context determines the content. You've created a context for people emotionally dumping. And that's not the game you want to play. So you get to create boundaries with your friends and whoever's coming to you and say, listen, if you're just coming to complain again and not actually take any action, I'd rather not have this conversation. I love you so much and I still want to be your friend, but I don't want to have this conversation because it ends up the same way every time. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Yes, game changer. Come to Paris, love from France. Oh, of course, we will. It's coming. You're amazing. My sister, Larissa, did your course and she loved it. Oh, that's awesome. Ryan, Kabbalah. How do I help a brother when they don't wish to show me the same love? I pour out nothing but love, only to be hurt as I am rejected by them. Your lectures are awesome. Okay, so Ryan, if you're giving, expecting something in return, it's not giving. It's business. So the first thing to understand, and like hear me, my brother, because I had the same thing, so I understand what you're saying. And it wasn't until I learned this, and I call it the double boomerang effect, where you throw a boomerang here, right? So this is how I work. I call it the 3 G's: giving, growth, and gratitude. These are the 3 G's that I live from. But giving, the key to living is giving, right? For me, I throw a boomerang here. I give here, not expecting to receive it back from there. Because I understand that there's something called the law of circulation, which means that everything is always moving, always changing. And sometimes you give over here and you receive from here. You receive someone else's boomerang. So the best thing you could do is check in before you go to give and ask yourself, am I doing this because I'm people pleasing? Am I doing this because I want them to like me? Am I doing this because I want to feel accepted and validated? Because 9 out of 10, Ryan, that's probably where you're coming from. As a recovering people pleaser, I completely understand that. And that's where you're getting in trouble, because you're trying to please people who actually aren't really the space for that. And you'll never please everybody. I hope that helped. How can I get out of my own way? I feel like I myself am in my own way. Yeah, we usually are, Jeffrey. One of the best things you could do is celebrate. Celebrate every time you catch yourself in your own way. Every time you catch yourself in your own way, doing something to sabotage something in your life, catch it and go, holy crap, I'm doing that thing again. Yes, I caught it. I freaking caught it. You don't have me. And then ask yourself, what do I choose now? What do I want to do with this? I caught it. Because what most people do is they catch it and then they beat themselves up. They catch it and they go, see, I did it again. I'm ruining my life. I'm such a terrible person. When you're not a terrible person. You're just doing what humans do. That's what we do. And those of us who understand this and can catch it, because awareness precedes choice. The moment you have awareness, you now have choice. The moment you catch it, then you choose to send it somewhere else. Oh, well, I caught it. I'm going to celebrate that I caught it, and now I'm going to move it into what I really do choose. That's it. You guys are pouring in the questions now. Okay, hi Preston. I feel like I'm changing and something is coming, and I feel lost and scared. There is this situation with this guy, and I feel like there is something, I'm not sure. So confused. Okay. Listen, mama. You can't fail. If you feel, so here's the thing also to check in with is the confusion and the scared, the fear, coming from being seen and like truly loved? Or is it coming from this idea or this thought that he's gonna hurt you in some way? Because here's the thing, we all get hurt. You can't avoid that. A lot of humans want to control everything and not get hurt, but you're gonna get hurt no matter what. You're gonna even get hurt trying to stay away from other people. So if you're going to get hurt no matter what, at some point in life, you might as well do it on your terms and lean into that which scares you the most. Because when you lean into that which scares you the most, usually it's like when you were a kid and you thought that there was a monster in the closet. And then finally at some point you're like, screw it, I'm gonna go find out. Or your mom or dad goes and opens the closet and you realize there is nothing in the damn closet. All that fear, all that, oh, the monster's gonna kill me, was just an illusion that the brain, the ego, was playing tricks on you. So I would say lean into it. Lean into it and see what comes up. Because such is life, you know? Those who position themselves and who are willing to risk it all also position themselves to gain it all. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a couple more questions and I gotta roll. I really love you guys and appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on and watching and commenting and all that good stuff. How do I learn to trust women? I've worked with so many, and I have so much consistent feedback that they are not trustworthy, not to mention problems with my mom. That's what it comes down to. Whatever you search for, King Nick, you will find. And so what I would tell you to do like immediately is to start looking for all the ways that you can trust women. Like the bus driver who drove you today, or the Uber driver, or the woman who made your food, or the woman who served you at the coffee shop. Just start looking at all the ways that you can trust women, because it's like that muscle. Remember you said you're buff? You said you're buff? Well, it takes a while to build that bicep muscle, right? You have to keep going to the gym. And same way, when it comes to trust, you have to keep going in and looking for, searching for the places where you can trust. And when you find them, you look at them, you celebrate them, and you acknowledge them. Rastafari, let's get it. How can I get you to come to Tulsa, Oklahoma? We need you for our march. Come be our speaker. Message me on my website, or message me on Facebook, or message me, DM me on Instagram. And if the time permits and it works out, then I'll come. How do you protect yourself from picking up other people's energies, being around the city so much? Do a ceremony around it. Do rituals. Like literally stop and say, before you leave your house, just saying, I am now protected with God's agape love. Anyone I come in contact with, anyone anyone who enters my space will only experience my love. Guys, you have to understand this. You are a powerful being. Powerful beyond measure. So powerful that we don't even know where we come from. We don't even know what starts the engine. We don't even know what starts the heart in our science. We don't even know where we go after we die. You are so powerful and you're creating, so you might as well create a ritual around that where you just stop and own your strength, own your power. Yes, I am. I am that I am. Pure love, pure spirit, made in the spiritual image and likeness of the Most High. Own it, game on, and then walk out the house. Wow, so many questions. Guys, I gotta go. I love you so much. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Appreciate you. For all of you guys who share my videos and comment on them and like them and all that stuff, I appreciate you. For any of you who are new to the family, I love you too. Welcome to the Love's Voice family. And for those of you who received some value from this, please share this with your friends and family. I love you so much. Blessings and blessings. It's going down in a beautiful major way. I am, we are, hashtag Love's Voice. Oh, oh. I said, are you? You guys are great.